Oh, and we are live.
Beautiful.
Welcome to the It's Always Saturday podcast, because when you're with the boys, it's always Saturday.
Always Saturday, we got myself, Spencer, Ian just did the introduction, Bobby going stupid, going crazy, and our wonderful, beautiful boy Butler on the cast with us today. How's it going?
How kind. Me?
Yes.
Doing
No,
pretty good.
the other Eric Butler in the call.
Well, thank you, Bobby. Well, you see, just got back from dodgeball because I'm a student athlete. Where I did really well. The team could have done better.
We all been there.
Yes, you see, I consistently got out.
I was
their
there.
best
This is
player.
accurate.
Yeah, consistently got out their best player. It was a man in a Spider-Man mask. He was insane. Because I just kept kamikazing myself and kept getting him.
Like,
And
is there a
the
rule
other
where it's like if
teammates
there's
just
a
couldn't pick
header,
up-
they get out or something?
Well, no, it's like if you step over the line, you're out. So I would just jump over the line and while in midair throw the ball at him and I'd get him. But then when I landed, I'm out.
Wow.
Yes.
What a gamer.
And Ian was slacking.
Ian was slacking.
I also used to play dodgeball. My favorite memory of it is when I repeatedly beaned a kid wearing a "You Mad Bro" shirt because I played it in like 6th grade. And this
Nice.
kid was getting very salty.
Was the bro mad?
Yeah, it was like it was literally a black shirt and it had a troll face on it and it said "You Mad Bro" and I just kept beaning him. And every time I'd bean him, I'd yell out "You mad, bro?" And he started to get very mad, bro.
I remember in junior high, Ian and I were in the same junior high gym class. And I remember one day... Yeah, we were. Weren't we? No, we weren't. Were we? Because I know I was
think
in the...
you were in the same one with Noah, right?
The honors kids were together with the French kids, and I thought we were also with the Christian kids.
Christian kids.
I know, what goofs.
I don't remember. Maybe we were.
Potentially. I just remember that one day we were playing dodgeball, and a kid got railed in the nuts by a dodgeball so fucking hard that, like, everything stopped.
He was infertile.
It was...
Don't they use the foam ones back in junior high?
Yeah, somebody just pelted a foam one that hard that, like,
God.
the man, like, had to sit out, like, went to the side and just, like, took a breather for, like, 15 minutes. Like, it was a lot. A lot happened.
You know that
You guys...
you know that someone was able to throw a dodgeball hard when they hit you with one of those foam ones and it stung. That was the craziest shit.
I imagine that was Ian's greatest daily achievement. Yeah, no, Ian.
That's me. Especially because those ones are like, I don't have very big hands, but those ones are like perfect for my hands, so I can just rip them.
Small
Also,
hands,
do you guys
past
remember
prime,
when
what
that one
can
kid... You remember that when that one kid got railed in the face with a dodgeball? He broke his glasses and he fell down and broke his arm, and then we weren't allowed to play dodgeball for a year because his mom complained to the office.
I don't remember that at all.
So this kid just gets railed, busts his glasses, he falls over, breaks his arm, mom complains to the office, dodgeball gets banned.
What the fuck?
I want to know what the mom said.
I remember. Well, what was that other game where you had to, like, run and touch the wall? Like, there was, like, dodgeballs and shit, and you had to run, touch the wall, and there was that one kid that ran to the wall too fast and broke his wrist, so we couldn't play that game anymore.
Chaos.
Yeah, chaos.
Love chaos.
Oh, chaos is so much fun.
Yeah, and that one kid just beamed himself into the fucking wall, and
Bro,
we just
one
couldn't
time-
play it anymore.
Bro, one time I winded myself because I was trying to get to the other side of the gym during chaos, and I was going so fast, and some dude was trying to be cocky, and he was like just like following me with the ball because I was fat and slow, and so I was just giving her whatever these like ham flanks of a leg could carry me, and I ended up just running like stomach first into the wall, and I just winded myself.
Nice, Bobby.
And of course, school gym walls, they're like brick wall.
Mhm.
So I ran as fast as I could into a brick wall just so I wouldn't get tagged. And people weren't like, it wasn't like people were like, yeah, Bobby, getting points. They're like, just take the tag, dumbass. It's like, and I'm
They're
just
like, bro,
"Damn."
that was not necessary.
Literally, like the teacher was like, why didn't you just take the tag? And I'm like, I needed to be the hero.
Just Bobby laying on the ground, severely wounded.
Bobby, did you go to Sherwood Heights?
No, I went to Lakeland.
Yeah, you wouldn't go to Sherweed Heights, our degenerate school.
Boys, speaking of schools and teachers, a teacher that we all know has reached a significant milestone
This is true.
in his life.
Mm-hmm.
We are talking about the man,
Mhm.
the myth, and the legend, Mr. Mark Van Drunen, also known as Van Deezy. I think that's about it. Also known as just plain straight up Mark.
We
But
love Mark. We love Mark. Even though he didn't come on our podcast and started his own podcast instead of coming on ours. What the fuck? Who does that? Kind of weird, not gonna lie.
And
Yeah,
just
kinda
'cause
weird.
He filed a restraining order for us.
Kind of weird.
Kind of weird,
But,
not gonna lie.
But as he put it, he has a spud in the oven, which loosely translates to "kid gonna be here soon."
Maz has a child coming. The teacher that Ian and I bullied in high school, just by saying his first name, is now going to be raising an infant. It's very exciting stuff.
Mhm.
I think we
And
really
we'll
helped him
We'll
develop.
call the infant Mr. Van Drunen.
He's earned our respect. Oh, I know,
Yeah.
it's a girl.
think-
Mhm.
Oh, then Mrs. Miss Van Drunen.
We'll still go with Mister. Yeah.
Yeah, still call her Mister. But no, what the reason I brought this up is because I think since we're probably not invited to the baby shower, I think we should
Matt
have,
said, what do you mean probably? You think there's even the remotest chance we'd ever be invited to that?
yes,
Maybe
yes.
you, but like,
Oh shucks.
You have a better chance than Ian and I.
But
That's true.
Cause I never really bullied him. I just made him feel like, why am I a teacher? This kid's so stupid. But no. So I was thinking we should have our own Mark ceremony and just tell dumb stuff that we did to Mark or he did to us, or just funny stories.
Oh, an honor.
Yeah, in honor of
The birth
the
of
young-
Mr. Van Drunen.
yes.
The kid's first name should
Not
be
even- not
Mister.
Not even Mr. Van Drunen Jr. Like, this young girl is going to be first Mr. Van Drunen.
Hell yeah.
Just take this man's like dignity further than we already have.
Does he
That's
have any left?
if so, we're gonna deal with it very quickly.
Yeah.
I don't
As
know.
Ian,
Butler,
you said in the past, our goal is to send him to the psych ward.
Butler,
Exactly.
do you have any fun Van Drunen stories?
I don't think with him, like with me specifically, but there's like a few where I'm part of the group that did it.
You're referring to the wagon wheeling?
Yes.
Phenomenal. Butler, would you like to tell the story of the wagon wheeling?
Oh my goodness. So we managed to. One of the teachers was totally on board with this and unlocked his room early in the day before he got there.
Sorry
And
to
for
interrupt you,
reference-
Butler. There's just there was just a roast in chat of Ian that we can't repeat, but it's
Oh, that
very
one? Yeah, I
funny.
saw that one.
For anybody who wants to read it, because we definitely can't, be sure to check out the YouTube video, because you can see the chats in that. Because fuck, sorry. Go back to the wagon wheeling of Van Drunen's room.
Oh, yes. So he, for some reason, hates wagon wheels. Just being near them, he can't do it. So we snuck in his room early before, and we hid 37 wagon wheels in his room, and we numbered them, but we numbered them to 40, and we removed 3 numbers. So he would think that 3 are missing if he counted them.
Yeah, we were just
Yeah.
fucking
never-
psychopaths.
I never heard that part. I always heard that it was just.
I would
straight
just
up
like to
you guys
say
put
that,
40 in his room.
Mhm.
What would you like to say, Ian?
I would just like to say that that was my plan. That was my
Nice.
plan.
Nice. I remember the thing that I planned is that I was in our school had like a planning committee like class that you could do. It was called the SAIL program, where it's like Sabres active in leadership, some bullshit. Nobody cared. But I
Not a
planned
single person.
I planned a genius event, just in honor of our teacher who aggressively hates wagon wheels, that I lovingly called Wagon Wheel Day, where everybody, like, there'd just be groups of students outside the main entrances that had big boxes of wagon wheels, and everybody that came in, you could just, hey, have a wagon wheel, take a few, give them out to people, it was very
Give 'em
fun.
to your favorite teacher.
Exactly. Yeah,
thing
I think
is-
that's actually what we had them say was take one for
Yeah.
yourself and give one to your favorite teacher. And we'd say I asked everybody to tell that Van Drunen really loved wagon wheels, and he would just beam them at kids. Like if a kid presents a wagon wheel to Van Drunen, he would, I think he actually has definitely thrown them at Ian before. Like if there's one near
There
him,
was
he'll just
Oh,
pelt
yeah.
them.
No, I followed him around because I obviously the moment that
Ian
I
discovered
got
a
my
weakness.
wagon wheel, I went straight to his room on that day when they were handing out wagon wheels. The moment I got my wagon wheel, straight to his room and say, "Hey Mark, I heard that you love these." And I went to try to give it to him, and that was the same day that we put the 37 in his room. And so I went into his room and he just hucked one after another at me as I tried to present him with this wagon wheel.
And my favorite thing is that he hated you so much that because he definitely thinks that you planned that event. And there was another thing that he totally thought you did that you I think it was the poster. You helped me put it up, but very
No,
little
I
of
did
it.
the post.
Yeah,
The post was me.
I designed the
I
poster.
was the poster.
Yeah.
Oh, the poster. I thought you were talking about the Instagram post on the side.
No, not the post. The
You
poster.
did design the poster.
Yeah, so for one of my final projects, and
yeah.
of course where you could do designing different stuff, I made a poster of this teacher, a 6 foot tall by 2 feet wide poster. I gave our teacher, he was holding an award that it was a very common thing he said to Ian in the halls. It said the No One Loves You award presented to Ian Hall, because he would just walk by Ian in the hallway and just say, "Ian, nobody loves you," and just walk away.
Well, yeah, because I'd be so friendly and come up to him because I knew that we had a love-hate relationship. But I'd be super friendly. I'd walk up to him and be like, "Mark, what's going on?" And he just looked me dead in the eyes as he walked past and said, "Ian, nobody loves you."
So I had that on the award. I gave him little yachty hair. I gave him a rainbow grill, big anime eyes. And I had a banner that wrapped around his legs that just said Mark on it. And then my teacher for that class actually helped me out. He told me when Van Drunen had a spare. So that way Ian and I could go in his room, duct tape it up on his walls, and no one would stop us. So, and then there's a solid, I think 3 weeks of him not knowing who put the poster up. But he questioned everybody, and I sold it to him. I was like, there's a poster? I don't know who did it. And he's like, "Okay, Spencer, you're a trustworthy person. I believe you. My biggest con is people think they should trust me."
Well, he's not very smart in that, the trusting sense. Because with Cat Facts, he was like, "Ian, was it you?" And he was like, "No." And he believed it.
Yes.
He believed me.
Fuck. The
Oh my
legacy of
gosh.
Cat Facts.
The cat bag. So how all of this started was we got one of our friends, his mom was the principal, so she would have the teacher's phone numbers. So we got our friend to go into her mom's phone and get Mark Van Drunen's phone number, and she gave it to me, and I then used it to send daily cat facts to him every day. Sometimes it was an actual cat fact. Sometimes it was literally just nothing, like just the stupidest thing ever. And most of the time, it was just straight up an insult
Yeah,
at him.
I remember I had to be
And
like,
so
Ian,
every
if you
day-
just insult him, he'll block us. And you'll be like, why can't I just say, Mark Van Drunen, you smell bad, no one likes you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. What's wrong with that message? I'm like,
And then
Whoa.
at the end,
You
that
never-
fucking
okay,
crazy.
I never tried to say that.
that's
I
an extreme example.
You only tried to say fuck you twice.
There. Honestly, Bobby's
I
about
can
right.
pull up some of them. I don't think I ever deleted the conversation.
Do you still have all of them?
What?
Do you still have them?
I think so.
That's insane.
I still have all of them.
Hell yes.
Okay.
Yo.
I'll go all
Yeah,
the way
you
to the
can-
top.
Well, just
yeah.
pick out the cream
Wait
of the
for
crop. If you want, you can look through it, and we can like talk about something else for a minute. If you want to search.
No,
I'll just
kind of.
okay.
I'll just start it off as like what we started with. So I said, thanks for signing up for cat facts. You will now receive facts about cats. To unsubscribe, just send. And then I just like hit a bunch of random numbers on the keyboard. And then so no response. And then the next day at noon, I said, here's your daily cat fact. Did you know that cats are colorblind to pinkish purple colors because Mark is colorblind to pinkish purple colors?
Fuck, I forgot he was colorblind. I remember when they drew a dick on his whiteboard and he couldn't see it.
And then, and then he said, sorry, wrong number. And I said, and then he said how much, which really didn't make sense. And then you guys can just talk. I'll look.
Yeah. Well, Fez in
oh,
chat just says
so-
that Fez has a cat fact. 1 out of 10 cats prefer to be watched while they shit. Also, did you know that Ian is a two-faced Logan Paul looking smelly ass bitch?
Damn. Okay,
So,
that
So,
explains-
Bobby, you said that it explains it.
Um,
What? Let's just quickly
Here's
go to
one of
what
the good
Bobby
ones.
said.
Here's your
Okay, so I didn't know this. I did not know he was colorblind. And one time I went into his room before a test and I just wrote all over his whiteboards. I just wrote like just random stuff. It was basically just like, hey, we at Mr. Van Drunen, aka Van Deezy's room, and we learned in math. Just like the most random bullshit on his boards. And I just filled up the whiteboards with it. And he came in and he was just looking at it, and immediately everyone was like, "Huh, Bobby did it," and he would have known it was me anyways. But like, he looked back at me and he was just like, and he was like looking on the boards and he was like, "What is this?" And he could not tell like what I had written, and I'm like, "What are you doing? That's a weird response." I thought he was just like joking around.
Did you
but
write it in
no.
purple?
I think one of the boards I did write it in purple. And he was just kind of like looking and he was like, "What is this?" Like, and he just couldn't pick it out. And I'm just like, now I understand. But before I was just like, that's a weird joke response.
Yeah,
to
it's
the
like,
thing, but
ha ha ha, what's on the board?
yeah. So I have 2 quick Van Drunen stories.
All right, and then Ian
So,
can pick out the primos while we do this.
Yeah. So I think
I'll just read one of them off before you start, Bobby.
Okay, nice.
all right.
Here's your daily cat fact. Did you know that if the owner of the cat is overweight, the cat's chances of becoming overweight increase by 95%? And then I said, I think your cat is overweight.
Nice.
So I think.
Oh, and he's responded to
that,
that with, I'm going to report you to the principal.
All right, Bobby,
So
what you got?
So I think that me and Van Drunen, but mostly Van Drunen because he's the one who made me do this. I think we are the reason that COVID exists.
Bold claim. Please explain.
So it was the first semester that I had. It was like September of 2019, the first semester that I had young Mark as my teacher, and for the first few days of class, I had not exactly endeared myself to him because my favorite thing was coming in just cracking sunflower seeds all class and not cleaning them up at all.
Nice.
Just there would be seeds all over the floor, and apparently every day the janitor would come in and just be like, oh, or like he would like clean them up. And eventually one day he was like, if you come in and you do this one more time, I'm gonna make you lick the floor. And I was like, you silly goose, not doing it. And so I came in the next day, cracked my seeds as normal, and then I left with seeds on the floor. And I was like, this dude's a bitch. He ain't doing shit. Next day I came in, class went fine, but I noticed he had a certain hungry look in his eyes towards me all class, and I was like, is he actually going to do it? No, he can't. And so class left, and I tried to escape, but everyone left, and he said, Bobby, and he waved me back in the room, and I went, no. and then he pointed me towards the floor. And I'm like, in my mind, I was like, he can't make me do this. But at the same time, I'm like, if I say no, is he gonna get me expelled? That was my mindset at the time. It's either lick the floor or expulsion. So
you take the hit.
Just for some seeds on the floor. So I dropped down to my stomach. There was some other classmate in the room at the time. It wasn't even a classmate. It was just a random kid who came in the classroom and watched this happen. As I got down on the floor and placed my tongue on it, and I got up,
Nice.
and he just had this. It was like he was expecting a huge weight to be lifted off his shoulders, like, aha, I got this guy. But then when I got up, it just seemed like, oh, well, that didn't make me feel as good as I thought it would. And he just seemed ashamed that he had made me do that. And he just went, get out of here. I think he mostly did that because the seeds were still on the floor, and he realized that making me lick the floor wouldn't get the seeds cleaned up. And somehow,
that's a good point. Isn't that if I see you drop one, I'm going to publicly tell you to do it in front of the class? It's just, I'm going to wait till everyone else is gone, and then your tongue has to touch the floor. You don't have to clean seeds or anything. You just have to lick a bit of the floor once in a while.
And it was the only time I did it, but somehow the football coach, Mr. Fraser, found out, and he told everyone, and he mentioned it in front of the football team, and they were just like, ha, Bobby. And they were like making fun of me, but for some reason I was like, how does he know, and why did he say that in front of everybody? I'm genuinely upset. Why did you do this? I guess Mark was just like, that Bobby guy made him lick the floor. Good shit.
Good shit. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. So that was my first real encounter with Big Van Vandy. And earlier this year, before COVID, my friend Wes got him a birthday cake. This is a more lighthearted story. And we went into his classroom during lunch.
Bobby, I'm just going to pause. I was going to get you to pause right there, and I'm going to read off a couple of the bangers.
So phenomenal.
Mark coached the senior boys volleyball team, and so and here's your daily cat fact. Did you know the local senior boys volleyball team, the Salisbury Sabres, placed third last this year? Local volleyball analysts believe a blind cat could have coached them better. And then as well, one of the good ones was Mark had just happened to be teaching a lot of -3 math classes that year. So we said, here's your daily cat fact. Did you know that the University of Alberta has trained a cat to teach 10-3, 20-3, and 30-3 math classes? The skill level required to teach such classes is so low that a cat can do it.
So much of this is just mean. Like, the joke is just, fuck you. That's all it is.
This one is probably the worst one that we did, because one of the teachers that was helping us with this told us that Mark had put on some winter weight, and he was wondering if it was noticeable. So that very next day, we sent, here's your daily cat fact. Did you know that the average male puts on 10 pounds over the summer? Oh, And then there's the time that he dressed up as an elf for Christmas, so we like secretly took pictures of him and sent the pictures of him to himself. And the cat fact that day was, did you know that cats are sexually attracted to elves?
Wasn't there one where you just straight up said you were gonna drown him? I remember hearing you.
I'll have to find that one because I don't remember it.
Okay, I remember hearing you tell me one where it was like, did you know cats are afraid of water? Just like you, Mark. We're gonna drown you, Mark.
Some of them were a little much, yeah.
I don't remember that one.
I remember
Just straight up
threat. Something where it was like you were gonna straight up drown him. And I was like, oh, shit.
I don't think that we did that one, but I mean, I'm gonna read through all of them. And then so two more before Bobby tells his next story is we figured out that his fiance's name was Jacqueline, and we said, here's your daily cat fact. You know what I bet your partner Jacqueline would love for Christmas? A subscription to Cat Facts.
Yeah. Oh fuck, because I remember he was trying to like keep everything a secret under wraps about like having a fiance or whatever. Because they weren't married, he didn't want to be bullied for it. So naturally, that means we're gonna find it and bully him about it more.
Want to be bullied for it? Did you think a bunch of high schoolers were gonna be like, "You got a girlfriend?"
Damn, I want us to be like called out, like you know how Jake Paul ended up being like, oh man, Jake Paul's like my sixth grade bully. I want like Mark to release like an expose about us years down the road of like these fucking kids.
Yes.
They ruined my life.
As an adult, these high schoolers bullied me.
You're damn right we did.
And then last one before Bobby tells his story. Mark kept saying that he was 6 feet tall, and he wasn't because Spencer's 6 feet tall and Spencer's taller than he is. So he said, here's your daily cat fact. Did you know that cats don't lie about being 6 feet tall? Do you lie about being 6 feet tall? I think so.
I love God, we were so targeted. That's so fucking funny.
Wow.
And this is why I feel like this is why Butler's a bully now. I feel like we raised Butler to be a bully, and this is why you're the way you are now, Butler.
Your
Mm-hmm. I personally raised both you and Jane. We've discussed this before.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ian also helped to raise me.
Yeah,
Ian
exactly.
was the one that adopted me first.
That's true.
You guys are my two dads.
Yeah, I was
Mm-hmm.
just the two gay dads.
Exactly.
Oh man.
And
Okay.
Butler is our son, JFK.
Yes, Clone High.
Oh, no.
Y'all have probably seen the memes where it's like JFK in the car being like, nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys. Or like, I like your funny words, Magic Man. It's so funny. And it's all from this show called Clone High. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it.
Okay. Now
Also, before Bobby goes, there's just this example of one that just like objectively is like not true in any sense. Is this? Here's your daily cat fact. Did you know that cats can shoot lightning out of theirs? Isn't that just wild?
dog. That truly a wild.
Cats
time.
just have the power of fucking Thor. Ain't that neat? Yeah. Next cat fact.
Truly a wild
Cat
time
fag, you're ugly.
in all of our lives.
There was a few like that. God, that was such an era. Because, you know, they always talk about how...
okay.
Oh, yeah, okay. What you
Okay,
got?
so we also did this bit where I'll just explain it like as it goes. So one of our cat facts of the day was, here's your daily cat fact. I have 3 weeks to live. Isn't that just quacking crazy?
Oh, fuck
And
the
so
countdown.
we continued, and here are some of the highlights from these 3 weeks. I said, here's your daily cat fact. You're ugly.
Had to say it.
And
Had to
so
say
we
it.
like yeah. And so here's your. We also challenged him to 8-ball pool, and he didn't play us back. And so we like we continued along. We tried to get him to make a cat facts themed grad. And then we said, here's your daily cat fact. I have 2 weeks to live. Isn't that just quacking crazy? We kept going. Let's see. Oh, yeah. And then we said, here's your daily cat fact. Check the Sal Instagram. And I'm pretty sure this post is still up. That we have a picture of him that Spencer photoshopped.
Yes.
That we got off personal Instagram. We got it off his personal Instagram. And it was of him writing on a whiteboard. And it was when he first got as a teacher. And we edited, or Spencer edited it so that it said, boy, I sure do love wagon wheels.
It's
and then
such
we
a
took
good
that
image.
picture, posted it on like the official school Instagram.
Yes.
I was given access.
That was the announcement for
from the
Wagon
teacher.
Wheel Day.
That
Uh-huh.
that was so
And then
crazy.
we like, yeah. And anyway, so like we continued along, and we said, here's your daily cat fact. I have 1 week to live and my final wish is to meet you. Can you grant that? And then he just sent a picture of somebody rowing. And so I said, is that an offer? Is that an offer for a fishing trip with Mark Van Drunen? Because if so, Cat Fact Collectives is in. When are we heading out? And then he sent like the emoji with the person doing this. And I said, I see how it is. And then let's see. Okay, so we continued on and said, here's your daily cat fact. This is my last day to live, and I would really like to go on a fishing trip with you. Meet me at your house. Because I can't remember how we figured it out, but we found a picture of his house and we sent it to him because he had a picture of his house.
Oh my god!
We found a fucking picture.
Yo!
We didn't know where it was. We found a picture of his house like on his Instagram and we sent it to him.
Bro! That's
And I said, here's your daily. And so this is
I think it's because he had just bought a house with his
It's my
fiance.
last day. Did you know? Yeah. Here's your daily cat facts. It's my last day. Did you know that cats have 9 lives? Unfortunately, I only have 1. And then we quoted a Bible verse and pretended that we were Jesus. And we said, Mark, into your hands I commend my spirit. In you, O Mark, I take refuge. Let me never be put to shame. In your justice, rescue me. Into your hands I commend my spirit. You will redeem me. O Mark, O faithful Mark. And then he sent like the clapping emoji because he thought that it was over. And then we waited 3 days, and we because Jesus rose after 3 days, and we said, here's your daily cat fact on the 3rd day. And then we said, here's your daily cat fact. Mark found the stone rolled away from the tomb, but when he entered, he did not find the body of Cat Facts collected. And these, like, both the last 2 Cat Facts were just Bible verses where we just replace like God and Jesus with like Mark's name and Cat Facts collected.
oh my god!
Yeah, we went hard with this.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And it was so funny because during those 3 days, he thought it was over. He was celebrating. He talked to me about it like it's over.
yes.
I'm so happy.
He never
And
figured out
then
who
we
it
came
was.
back at him.
Because he was like, yeah, guys, it's done. He was so happy. He was like, because he never figured out that it was that. He figured that it was at least one of us. He didn't gather that it was all of us. But like,
Well, didn't you finally tell him at grad?
yeah, I think somebody told him at grad. He knows now. But like,
Oh, I told him at grad because you like went, shook everyone's hand, got your diploma, and he was standing at the bottom of the staircase to get off the stage. And I walked up to him, shook his hand, and looked him in the eyes and said, Cat Facts Collective was me the whole time. And then he called me a bitch. And then I like explained the whole thing that it was my phone and like I came up with a lot of the cat facts, but like it was all of us collectively.
Mhm.
And then there was one time that we just straight up accused him of drinking and driving. We said, here's your daily cat fact.
Holy shit.
It says, here's your daily cat fact. It's illegal to drink and drive, you swine.
just baseless, legally implicating accusations said to a teacher.
Dog.
Fuck. Holy shit.
Like, if anyone got a hold of these, like,
It's a good thing we're not publicly recording
We
it to
get
put
in
on the
trouble for
internet.
harassment.
Oh yeah, like, well, but the thing is that he never blocked. Like, I think he blocked us once or twice, but I think he'd always get curious and then unblock us after a few days.
I can go get to the one where like I know for a fact. There was the one time where we just promoted Eric A's ebooks. We said, "Here's a daily cat fact. If you want free ebooks, contact the most legendary man alive." And then we like send him. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, that's so fuck. Cause he wasn't even part of that. We just threw out another student's name just to fuck with him.
Yeah.
Bro.
oh, it was so great him trying to figure out who it was. Because we didn't realize at the time, but the entire senior boys volleyball team had his number because they were in a group chat together. So they were all his first suspects.
Yeah, because I remember our friend Rio, we talked to him about that. And he was going off, he was saying that, like, he told us all about how he suspected the volleyball guys, because, like, how could he have gotten the number? It doesn't make any sense. And it was just another fucking A team that just rolled in to harass an adult.
Dog. That.
There was also one of the cat facts where we just accused him of being racist. We just said, "Here's your daily cat fact. I hate minorities," and then quoted it to him. And then, okay, so when he blocked us, is we didn't figure it out at the time, but when you block someone, your messages will still look as sent, but they will send as text messages and not iMessages. So the very last cat fact that we sent him before he blocked us was, "Here's your daily cat fact. How could Trump have colluded with Russia if Russia doesn't exist?" And then he was done. He blocked us.
That's fair. That's fair.
He was like, I have taken so much abuse, but I will not stand for Russia not existing anymore.
He just really likes Trump. He just can't stand somebody bad mouthing Trump.
That's the final straw.
I know. And
Jesus.
Like, it's kind of funny because like whenever we couldn't think of like an insult or we just didn't want to send him a cat fact, we would just send him something that like objectively isn't true.
God, this is like the funniest shit in the world to me. I don't like, even still, like this would have been like what? Was this grade 12?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
We're pushing 2 years ago, and it's still some of the funniest fucking
it's
things.
So good. This is the greatest senior prank that's ever happened.
It's just genuine harassment with the teacher's personal information over the course of a few months.
And it wasn't even like, it didn't even start as a senior prank. It was just like, we want to mess with this person.
Which is, I feel like that's how all the best senior pranks really start out.
Oh, every good prank doesn't start out as, I want to like prank this person. It always starts out as like, let me just mess with this person.
We missed out on something because what he said later, that he was really worried that we would contact like his close friends and get some like good stories and shit to harass him about.
See, he hates us, but his fiance loved us.
Yes,
and she DM'd us.
Jacqueline was a champ.
After we figured out that he blocked us, we started the Mark Van Drunen fan page.
God, this is a fucking saga, isn't it?
And we followed him and tagged him in all the posts. And so I'm just going to read off some of the cat facts that he missed out on because he blocked us. One of them, we just called him poor. We just said, "Here's your daily cat fact. You are poor."
How's that teacher's salary working for you?
the bluntness and the excess. It's so funny. It's such a great combination of just excessive bullshit for the sake of bullshit. I love it so much.
Oh, we also tried to get him to start a petition to get some of his colleagues fired. He said, "Here's your daily cat fact. We're starting a petition to get some teachers to leave Sal. Are there any names you would like to submit to the petition? By the way, we love you. Please stay."
Fuck, I remember that. That was the weirdest shit of just... I forget why we thought of that. It's like, we wonder if Van Drunen just fucking hates somebody else at school, and he'd randomly tell us.
We thought of that because one of the teachers hated me. There was a teacher that hated me, and I won't drop his name, but
dang.
You can just say all of them.
He was a
fine.
social teacher, and he was. Huh?
You can just say all of them. That's fine too. The joke is that all the teachers
of
hated
them?
you, Ian.
Frimpong loved him.
Frimpong did love me. Let's see if I can find any more good ones from when we were blocked.
So Butler, you got a haircut.
Yes. How do you like it?
It's cleaner, but I miss the poof.
The poof will come back. Poof will return.
No, I know,
the
because that's the
sequel.
thing. Like, all guys do that. You get your hair cut shorter than you want it. So, like, in 2 weeks, you got your hair where you want it to be again. It's genius.
That's what I do. We also just... This one, like, doesn't make any sense. It's just, here's your daily cat fact. Toy Story 4 is going to be shit, and there's nothing your sorry math teacher ass can do about it. Like,
Nice.
and then our very last cat fact that we ever sent before, this was right when we figured out that he blocked us. We said, here's your daily cat fact. Cat Facts Collective is going to Shazam on Saturday night at 7:10. We cordially invite you, bring Jacqueline, and have a good time.
I don't think we didn't go either, did we?
Now I'll pull up. No, we did. Because the whole point was that if he came, he was going to figure out who all of us were,
Damn,
but then
so
he didn't come. So then we started the fan page so we could continue to harass him.
You were going to Shazam?
And then we would Shazam, yeah, like the superhero.
The movie?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, dog, what are you talking about? Mad confused.
Oh, and we came up with this thing called hashtag Van Drunen Thursday, because
Yes.
Mark Monday, I don't know why we just didn't do Mark Monday, but there was a reason that we didn't. Oh no, we did Mark Monday, but then we did Van Drunen Thursday as well.
Bro, I was
And so
going
we
on
just
the
living.
post pictures of him, and there's this picture that we got of him entering a classroom that is not his, and it says, "What's up? It's hashtag Mark Wednesday," because we started with a theme, but then we just decided that we were going to harass him every day. And then, here's another beauty of the man. Here's another beauty of the man himself harassing students from other classes, because we all know he has
He
nothing
has
better
nothing
to do.
better to do.
And that's this
That's for
picture.
sure. That's
Ah,
we
beautiful.
can clearly see that.
Beautiful. Also, Fez has put the idea that we restart sending the cat facts in 8 years. I think it'd be so funny if, like, on the 10-year anniversary, we just randomly send him a text.
He
See,
just-
I would, but I'm blocked. He blocked me.
Did you get one of our other phones?
There's so many workarounds.
Boys, if we got somebody else's
we
phone,
can't. If there's a
Please target cat
if there's a plan, we can't discuss it right now because what if we watch? Because what if he watches it and finds out?
We'll discuss this after the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, this is
This is
stellar.
top secret business.
oh, and so after we graduated, Spencer had his birthday party. There's this one picture that he posted that we stole from his Instagram, and we reposted the picture, and we just captioned it "yuck."
Oh yeah, fuck. It wasn't.
and then afterwards, we messaged him on Instagram, and we kept inviting him to parties that we were having. Like every party that we had for like probably a year and a half, we invited him to it, and
Never came.
He didn't come. And the first one that he didn't come to, we posted, or I posted. I was like drunk off my ass, and he posted. And I posted a picture of him and just said, "Mark's a bitch because he didn't come party with us at the bar."
Yeah, I remember. You're pretty gone at that point, and I feel like Ian
Was
being
that your birthday?
Yeah, we went out for Ian's, yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like the note of what the fuck he didn't party with us is kind of the vibe that we should end this on, because I feel like that's where the narrative concluded. What's up, Bobby?
I just like to have a nice wrap up.
Okay, you want to do the wrap up?
Yeah.
Okay, send it.
So, basically, all of this strolling down memory lane, in case we have forgotten, is because man's got a spud in the oven, which means kid coming soon. So we would just like to say thank you to everybody who was watching. Please subscribe to us on Twitch and on the Instagram. And last but not least, congratulations to Mr. Van Drunen for and his wife now. I think they're married. For Jacqueline, you said, for having a child. Not yet, of course, but soon we'll be having one. It's a great milestone. Very proud.
What do you mean? Mr. Van Drunen is the one that's being born.
Oh, yeah, true. Fact,
Mark and Jacqueline soon to give birth to a female Mr. Van Drunen. Can't wait.
So we would just like to say congratulations to our favorite teacher.
Mm-hmm.
We might send you a cat fact on the day of Mr. Van Drunen's birth, but yeah, we love you, Mark.
Yeah, on the day that little wagon wheel rolls on out.
On a real note, we love you, Mark.
Yeah, no,
It
what
was
a
great.
And we wish
Mark, we do love you.
And we wish you the best. So thank you everybody for watching, and good night.
Yes, good night, gamers. We'll see y'all on the next one. Be sure to Instagram @Always Saturday Podcast, YouTube, Twitch, same sort of stuff. We'll see you in the next one. Later, skaters.